Welcome back to BioNews Network. We are actually working on our latest weather forecasts for our channel subscribers. We're taking a closer look at severe weather across the entire country at this time. We're seeing some pretty severe weather in the region of southeast Texas, as well as some regions along the southeast coast, such as North Carolina and North Carolina, Pennsylvania, in that region. There has been some tremendous severe thunderstorm activity in the region of the Ohio Valley as well as the lower Mississippi Valley. Before we actually get into it, why not just go ahead and click that subscribe button and so we can actually go ahead and take a look. Yeah, so we're actually taking a closer look. As you can see, we still have that lingering low pressure system that's actually anchored over the state of Nevada. And earlier, 24 hours ago, it was actually a little bit anchored a little bit more over the state of Utah. But it's actually been shifting quite a bit. But nevertheless, you can actually see a distinct dry line along the border, along the areas of through Colorado into New Mexico, but the real area of interest has been the border, southeast border of New Mexico into west central Texas. We've also seen some significant weather activity along the coast near Corpus Christi, Texas, going into Houston. And we anticipate that it's going to be a pretty severe weather for a lot of those residents in that region. We also even saw a tornado advisory in the area for the area on the northeast coast earlier. So we're actually seeing quite a bit of tremendous precipitation and storms, even in the northeast, in the Baltimore area, going into Philadelphia. Even several flash flood warnings have been issued. Were issued earlier today in the region of Reading and also Philadelphia, Lancaster, Wilmington area, even Atlantic City along the shoreline. Severe thunderstorm activity, but this is going to probably continue for quite a few hours. Sporadic thunderstorms in the northeast, as well as severe, even special marine advisories in the region of Corpus Christi, also looking at in the region of Texas. So we're actually taking a closer look here at tremendous um, thunderstorm activity in the area of Corpus Christi. This entire region has been receiving tremendous thunderstorm activity throughout their entire day. We can actually see a tornado advisory just to the southwest of Oakville in Texas, and just tremendous activity there with quite a bit of storm helicity as well as cyclonic activity for that region going into most of the day for Thursday, June 3rd. But we can actually see that it was highlighted for mesoscale convective activity, and it was very much a zone for tornado watch earlier. But this entire region has been plagued with severe storms going into most of the day. We take a closer look at the 1 hour rainfall activity in the region, and we see quite a few reds and oranges there. We're looking mostly at regions on the Doppler radar of rainfall in the region of 2 inches to an inch and a half within an hour, which is a tremendous amount of rainfall to saturate the area. And keep in mind that this area is already highly saturated with quite a bit of rain already. So we are really concerned about the situation actually in along the coast of of Texas, in the region of Corpus Christi, going into Houston. We anticipate some of those rain showers will probably make their way up along the Louisiana coastline also. But here's another image look as far as the from a GOS 16 satellite of the northeast, and we saw some tremendous thunderstorm activity move through the northeast earlier today. And like we said, quite a bit of tornado alerts as far as activities in the region. Even flash flood advisories were possible there in the region of Reading and Philadelphia. And we're just continuing to watch the regions, these hotspots, going into the rest of the remaining of the week, going into the weekend. As far as the weekend forecast is concerned, from a standpoint of temperature, we're still dealing with some really heavy um, heat indexes across the country. You can see maximum temperatures going into Friday are our main concern for residents of Central California. 107, 104 is not out of the option. Also in the region of Nevada, Las Vegas, Nevada, they're looking at temperatures in the region of 107, 108. Also, it actually the heat index is pretty high, even going into the state of Oregon. Portland, Oregon, will be in the upper 80s to the 90s, and it's pretty much across the southeast also. But we do see a distinction between lower temperatures, relatively lower temperatures in central Texas, where most of the heavy rainfall is occurring, and then also along the northeast coast, we see those temperatures in the mid 70s. But areas such as South Florida 90s, North Florida 94, Gainesville 90, and also even 90 in the city of Atlanta region. Along the coast in Louisiana, we're seeing New Orleans in the upper 80s. So definitely, even in the north central plains, states such as North Dakota, South Dakota, they're also under the heat lamp with respect to temperatures in the upper 90s, also the mid 90s in South Dakota, going into also Wisconsin, Nevada, I'm sorry, Wisconsin, as well as Nebraska, are seeing pretty high temperatures. But as far as the weather outlook is concerned, we are still looking at marginal weather for the region of Corpus Christi in Texas. We're also taking a closer look at severe weather along the Gulf Coast of Louisiana, as well as Texas, and also there is an extended advisory for cities of Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington D.C., Newark, New Jersey, and Jersey City, New Jersey, as far as severe thunderstorm activity. We also see some marginal risk for residents in the region of Oregon going into Idaho, as well as Montana. So these are definitely hot spots that we're going to be monitoring going into going into the going into the weekend, to see as far as which areas are going to be receiving the most significant weather for the weekend. But it's important for us to note, as far as the Northeast is concerned, this severe weather is going to continue throughout most of the night. We anticipate that there will be scattered thunderstorms across the northeast coast, ranging all the way from Richmond and Charlottesville, all the way up to Washington, D.C., through Baltimore, Wilmington, Philadelphia, Trenton, and Middletown. It's just going to be a cluster of cells that are actually extending all the way from Richmond all the way up to Middletown, and we anticipate that this will be ongoing for the next few hours, going into the early morning hours of Friday morning. We will continue to monitor the radar as far as scattered thunderstorms in this region. We're also very concerned about the region for Texas, as far as additional rainfall in this region, and we do anticipate that Corpus Christi will have several special marine alerts all the way up from Corpus Christi up to along the coast up to Houston. Should anticipate scattered thunderstorms throughout the remainder of the night. But it's important to note also that as far as our weather is concerned, we're going to be taking a closer look at severe weather in southeast Texas, along the coast of Texas, and southeast New Mexico. We're also going to be taking a closer look at the weather in the region of the Northeast, along Philadelphia, all the way up to Atlantic City, and we're also looking at scattered thunderstorms ranging from central Oregon into Idaho, and even southwest Montana, for going into tomorrow as far as a special storm prediction outlook. So that is our weather update for today, June 3rd, and I hope that this weather report has served you well. Please take a moment to go ahead and share this video with friends and family, and also let's not forget to go ahead and subscribe